and today we are going to interview Nadine, the assistant teacher of this year. Say hello, Nadine.
Hi everyone. So we start with the questions. What are your favorite animals?
My favorite animals are dogs. I've always wanted a dog, but because I live in a flat, my parents wouldn't let me have one.
And what are your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobbies are going out with my friends, listening to music, and going to Zumba classes twice a week.
So we're going to ask you for your family. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have two brothers who are much older than me. So they have their own families, and I see them from time to time.
How often go to Scotland?
So far, since I've been in Mugardos, I have only been home for Christmas. And I don't think I'll go home now until the summer.
Have you ever lived outside of Scotland before coming to Spain?
Yes, 4 years ago I lived in Westcott, in Aragon. But apart from that, I haven't lived anywhere else.
And now tell us, have you ever had a boyfriend?
Well, yes, I have had one boyfriend when I was at university, but I don't have one at the moment.
Do you like living abroad?
Yes, I really like Ferrol. It's a small town, and although I'm from Glasgow, which is a big city, I prefer living in small towns.
Me too.
And now, do you live in a house or in a flat?
I live in a flat.
So if you live in a flat, probably you have any flatmates.
Yes, I have one flatmate who's studying at the university.
Change the topic. What are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future? Well, at the moment, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do next. I would really like to go to China for a few months, and hopefully, when I go home, study a master's degree.
Okay, and in the future, would you like to have a children?
Yes, I would like to have children in the future, but probably just one or two.
So we are going to ask you the most difficult question. What do you think about your workmates?
Oh, well, I think everyone in the school has been really lovely, and we get on really well, and so far it's been a great experience.
Okay, thank you, Nadine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to talk about social life in Scotland. Do you know any musician?
No, personally, I don't know any Scottish musicians, but there are a few Scottish musicians that I like to listen to.
And who's your favorite?
My favourite at the moment is Emily Sandé.
For you, what is the most popular person in Scotland?
For me, I suppose my father. He likes to think he's quite popular, even though he isn't, so.
Okay, which is the most popular sport in Scotland?
I would say there are 3 popular sports in Scotland: rugby and golf, and the most popular one is football.
What is the most famous dish in the country?
The famous typical dish is haggis, neeps and tatties. So haggis, potatoes and turnip.
It looks delicious.
Do you play any instrument?
I don't play any instruments anymore, but when I was younger, I played the flute and I played percussion in a band for 4 years.
And why did you stop?
Well, I moved to Spain to live in Spain for a year, and then when I went home, the band had ended, so I couldn't go back.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
What are the most popular TV programs?
I think in all of Britain, the most popular programs are soaps. For example, Coronation Street, EastEnders and Emmerdale.
Which is the most popular monument in Scotland?
There are lots of monuments in Scotland, but the most popular ones for visitors are, I would say, Edinburgh Castle and the Wallace Monument.
Are there any activity that are only practiced in the country?
Yes, there are some sports in Scotland and they aren't practiced anywhere else, like tossing the caber and shinty, which is a sport that's similar to hockey.
Our concerts in Scotland.
I would say they're quite similar to concerts in Spain. Most of the people who come to Glasgow, at least to play, travel around the world. So.
But they are popular or common?
Yes, it's common. I mean, sometimes it's quite expensive to go to concerts, but a lot of people still like to go. So they're always fully booked.
What is the most important political party in Scotland?
Well, at the moment, the Conservative Party are in power, but because of the independence referendum, the Scottish Nationalist Party is growing in power, and they're the most popular party in Scotland at the moment.
What do the people do in their free time in Scotland?
It depends on what your personal interests are, but people like to go to football matches at the weekend, and go out with their friends and family, probably similar to people in Spain.
What is the most popular geographical feature in the country?
Probably the most famous feature is Ben Nevis, the mountain. A lot of climbers like to go there to climb. But apart from that, Loch Ness.
What about the
quite
legend?
famous.
The monster is true or is a lie?
Well, when I went to Loch Ness, I didn't see the monster, so I would say it's just a myth. But who knows? One day we might find the monster.
Well, it's all Nadine, thank you. We learned a lot this evening about
you.
Scotland.
This is our library. Do you like it?
Yes, it's lovely.
We are interested about your opinion about Spain.
Okay.
What are the main differences between the Spanish school system and the Scottish school system?
I think the main difference is that in Spain you start school later than we do in the UK. But apart from that, the systems are quite similar.
What do you think about these Mugardos and their people?
I really love Mugardos. It's really picturesque, and the people being so friendly, because I think people in Scotland and people in Galicia are quite similar in nature, so it's been great so far.
Okay. What's your favorite place in Spain?
My favourite city in Spain would have to be Barcelona, but when I lived in Spain before, I travelled quite a lot, so I like a lot of the small towns in the north of Spain as well.
No, Barcelona is my favorite place too.
Do you like to go out at night in Spain?
Yes, normally I go out at the weekends with my friends.
I like.
Do you prefer Scottish or Spanish TV programs?
I like both. I mean, I like to watch Spanish TV when I'm here, and I like TV at home too, so I try to make sure that I watch some of both.
Do you like Spanish weather?
Well, the weather here in Galicia is quite similar to Scottish weather, so that's what I'm used to, and I don't really like the sun, so I quite like the weather here.
What is your opinion about the Spanish jokes?
I don't know very many Spanish jokes, I have to say.
What do you think about siesta?
Oh, I think siesta's a great idea. Any excuse for a nap?
I like to.
What's your favorite Spanish food and what do you think about Spanish food?
Oh, I really love Spanish food. My favorite Spanish foods are tortilla, paella, and empanada.
Tortilla like me, yes.
What do you think about the Spanish crisis?
Oh, well, I remember when I lived in Huesca a few years ago, it was much worse, but I think things are getting better, so fingers crossed, the situation will improve.
Do you like Spanish piropos? Flirting.
Flirting. Oh, okay.
Mine.
I think we have some similar things in the UK. For example, it's quite common if you meet someone to strike up a conversation, you'll say, "Do you come here often?" So, yeah.
For Finnish, what do you prefer, Spanish voice or English voice?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
It's normal, but Spanish voice, yeah. Well, this is all. Thank you, Nadine,
Okay,
for this.
thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.